For 5 years, every chapter of Poppy Playtime has been building toward one thing: the moment you finally come face to face with the prototype. And Chapter 5 is that moment. New characters, a villain stepping out of the shadows for the first time, mechanics that completely change how you play, and an ending that will absolutely wreck you. We have a lot to cover, so let's get into it. Quick heads up before we dive in. We are going full spoilers today. Where did we leave off? To understand just how much Chapter 5 delivers, we need to quickly go back to where Chapter 4 left us. The prototype, who had been manipulating us as Ollie since Chapter 2, finally revealed himself. He used us to destroy the safe haven, turned Doughy against us, separated Poppy from Kissy Missy, and then literally threw us into a hole deeper into the factory. That's how Chapter 4 ended. We were alone, falling, and Huggy Wuggy was still alive. And that's exactly where Chapter 5 picks up. The labs. Welcome to the prototype's domain. Chapter 5 takes place entirely in the Playtime laboratories, the maximum security section of the factory that's been teased since Chapter 4. And the atmosphere here is something else. Reviewers are already calling it the most polished and visually rich environment in the entire franchise. We're talking rusted pipes, failed experiments surviving in the darkness, and zones like the boilers, R&D, Sweet Street, and the reanimation area. The chapter opens with Huggy Wuggy chasing you immediately, and it's easily the most intense opening sequence in the entire series. It has some make one mistake and you're doomed moments right from the jump, and then Huggy strips you of your grab pack, leaving you completely defenseless, which, honestly, I was not ready for. Giblet, the ally you didn't know you needed. Fortunately, you're not alone for long. Enter Giblet, Experiment 1202. He's a pirate-themed wrong-side Automol with a flower-shaped pupil and an electric bat he uses as a walking stick. He's sarcastic, pragmatic, and one of the best new characters this franchise has introduced. His opening line alone tells you everything about him. He looks at you, recognizes you as the person everyone's been talking about, and calls you the Butcher and Poppy's Angel in the same breath. He makes it crystal clear he's not a hero, but he wants the prototype dead just as much as you do, so you're working together. He also drops some incredibly important lore. He tells you that the prototype is so saturated in the pink substance that you could cut him in half, and he'd pull himself back together. But Playtime Company did studies on him and found a weakness. That line right there sets up the entire third act of the game. Lily Lovebraids, the most terrifying character in the entire franchise. And then there's Lily Lovebraids. I want to be very careful with how I describe her because you really need to experience her yourself. She lives in Sweet Street, a section of the labs designed to look like a giant doll's house full of fake walls. She uses her long braids as weapons. She hosts a tea party with severed toy heads, including a candy cat head and a baby Longlegs head. And her voice acting oscillates between the warmth of a children's TV presenter and the kind of screaming that makes you want to close your laptop. She forces you through games, including a red light, green light segment, and whenever you fail, she has this incredible line: "I let you into my house. I let you come to my tea party. And this is how you repay me?" And in a quieter moment, she leans into Candy Cat's severed head and whispers, "He's going to kill them all," referring to the prototype, which is both deeply disturbing and one of the most effective pieces of lore delivery I've seen in this series. Multiple reviewers are already saying she might be the most memorable character in the entire franchise, and honestly, I don't disagree. The prototype finally face to face. Now, let's talk about the moment the entire series has been building toward. We finally see the prototype's full form, and it's exactly as unsettling as you'd hope. He's a robotic jester, a mechanical clown with a single glowing yellow eye, a fixed grin full of teeth, and an arachnid-like lower body. His mouth doesn't move when he speaks, which makes every word he says feel wrong in a way that's hard to explain. He's been pulling strings since Chapter 1, and now he's standing right in front of you. His line to the player is one for the ages.
And you,
The outsider,
Butcher,
they call you.
Shall we see what you look like?
wrong side out.
And his obsession with Poppy is front and center throughout. He keeps saying things like, "Let's be scared together, Poppy. You and me." There's a real tragedy underneath all of the horror with this character, and I think that's what makes him genuinely scary. He's not just a monster, he wants something. The ending. Okay, spoiler warning, one more time. So here's where things get wild. The whole plan throughout Chapter 5 is for you, Giblet, and Poppy, who you find caged alongside Kissy Missy midway through, to locate a secret backup of Playtime Company's research on the prototype, something that could reveal his weakness and give you an edge. You manage to reach the reanimation zone and activate the backup, and that's when the chapter completely pulls the rug out from under you. Right as you activate the backup, the screen flickers and a voice says, "Well now, this is a rather interesting turn of events. That's Dr. Harley Sawyer. The doctor is back." That's how Chapter 5 ends. Not with a resolution, but with a door swinging open to something even bigger. So, is this the last chapter? Here's the thing. Going into Chapter 5, a huge portion of the fanbase was convinced this was going to be the finale. The marketing, the years of build-up, the Steam page teasing. Can you finally put an end to this nightmare? It all pointed toward this being the end. But Mob Entertainment never actually said the words, "final chapter." They kept calling it the latest terrifying chapter of the Poppy Playtime saga, and now we know exactly why. Because that ending isn't a conclusion, it's a setup. Dr. Sawyer being the backup, Poppy being captured, the prototype still at large. None of that is resolved. Mob hasn't officially confirmed a Chapter 6, but at this point it's practically inevitable. Given the release rhythm of roughly one chapter per year, we're probably looking at a 2027 window. And honestly, what do you even call this ending? I've seen it described as devastating, brilliant, and infuriating all at the same time, which sounds about right to me.